Have you ever experienced the earth falling out from under you? The one thing bound by the laws of physics to hold you close. Now, suddenly there is no gravity? And where has the warmth gone? Did you know we're all black holes waiting to happen? That gravity doesn't stand a chance against the abyss lurking inside you. Your comfort is an alarm to the abyss. It wades in the rapids of infinity until you think you know where you are, until you think you know where you're going, until you have an idea of who you are. And like a cat upon a deaf-blind mouse, it pulls you under, and you are nothing. And you realize you were never anything to begin with. The only unfortunate difference between you and that mouse is that whatever you are is still alive. This is not something to be escaped. It may seem like there's an option to choose your identity like a pair of clothes. You've always been dressed in your identity, but now the skin that used to hold your organs doesn't fit. And no matter how high you pull up your pants, the abyss still finds a weak point from which to overflow. Your options are illusions. You are an acquisition of the abyss. You cannot fathom your own depths. You are an inevitable implosion. You sense your old self like a phantom limb who has been beheaded. And you hurt. You hurt so bad. This is where the story turns for you. I don't want to lead you on because you will never be whole again. You will never own a face. You will never dance the same. You will always belong to the abyss. But for some reason, you insist upon moving arms. You force those black legs into motion. The doorknob is too much. Yes, go lay upon that bed again. Comfort is your ruler. But you get back up, insisting that the door moves. It does not. It will not. It never will. And back to the bed, yes. And back to the door. It will not move, and maybe it never will. But it does. And the light is so bright that it sets fire to your darkness. And yes, now back to the bed. And back to the door and the light. And the bed. And the light. And the bed. And the light. And the bed. And the light. And the welcome mat is under your feet, set aflame by the sun, whose rays will never scratch the itch that sits at the bottom of the abyss. And yet it burns, and you burn. And the bed, and the mat, and the bed, and the mat, and the bed, and the mat, down the steps to sit in the sun. And it hurts, but you look at the sun as if for the first time. and you look, and you look, and you want the bed, but you look, and you look, and finally the sun blinks, and the stars are so far lost in their own vast pools of nothingness. And you hope they too can sleep soon. And bed. And the mat, and down the stairs and into the sun, and it hurts, but the fire cannot fathom your depths. And a sidewalk, and bed, and a breeze, and a person, and bed, and a rock, and clothes, and a crosswalk, and bed, and a flower, and a friend, and a book, and bed, and a friend, and their darkness, and their descent, and bed, and a door, and a friend, and a tree, and silence, and a memory, and a long, long, deep sleep. An alarm goes off after being too comfortable. And the door, and the mat, and your infinite gravity aches like a boulder that can only know the weight of this fake world. And down the stairs, into the sun, and you and your nothingness have acquired the day, and the day, in its nothingness, will never be able to escape the abyss.